Hi, and welcome to this fourth episode of our all-time favorite topic, Android development. Okay, let's get started and let's make coding great once again. And remember the notifications? Well, let's take it a step further. Let's add the code necessary to allow the user to send the same notification using an SMS or an email. So what I'm talking about is this. If the user, for example, selects Al Jalali Fort, and let's say that they'd like to buy 2 tickets, and if they select book ticket, for example, they will get a notification, right? So somewhere in here, right underneath this notification, I'd like to offer them 2 options. One, to send a confirmation SMS, and the other is to send a confirmation email. And they can still remove this notification using swiping. Just like that. Alright, let's do that. So we're right here in the detail activity. Let's go to the notification. Okay, and first and foremost, let me just take this and perhaps replace it with a string variable. Okay, let's cut that. Let's have, for example, text, and then somewhere in here let's have something like string text equal to this, and semicolon at the end. And similarly, we can get rid of all of this and just replace it again with the word text. This is because I am going to pass this text to the email and SMS methods. Okay, now next, I'd like to add a pending intent somewhere in here. So let's do that. Right, okay, let's add the action method. And there we are. So, as you can see, there is an icon there. There is just simply a title, and here's the pending intent. So let's correct this one first of all. It seems that we don't have this icon in our local drawable folder, so let's add it. As always, right click, new, and then vector asset, and then let's search for it in here. Let's search for SMS. And here we are. Okay to that. Next and finish. Right, and we're done, as you can see. Now, as always, you know, it's a bit bad practice to mix strings with source code, so let's correct this using Alt and Enter, extract string resource, and for the name, let's just call it send SMS, and we're done with that. Next, let's have the pending intent, which will basically fire once the user click on this action button. That will be shown in the notification later. So let's add the code necessary to send an SMS in here. Right, okay, so here's the phone number that I'd like to send the message to, and in here I'm creating an intent using action underscore send to and this URI in here, okay, SMS to and the phone number, and then notice that here's the body of the SMS message, exactly the same as the text shown on the notification. Okay, that's why we've extracted this string out. Right, now we still don't have the pending intent, so let's do that. So here we are. As you can see, 2 imports were added. The first one for the task stack builder, and the second one is for the pending intent. Now, if you haven't got those import statements done for you automatically, just correct them using, for example, if you have this in red, just correct using Alt and Enter and select import. Okay. So here we are. We've created an object of this class, of the task stack builder class, okay? And we've known that object, we've run this method, add next intent with parent stack. Now, what we're going to do next is to make the main activity to be the parent of the detail activity explicitly in the manifest folder. Let's do that right now, actually. Let's double click on the manifest. Let's go to the detail activity right in here, okay? Please make sure that you are before the closing tag, somewhere in here. Let's have Android, and there we are, parent activity name, and let's select main activity. Done. Okay. Let's go back to the detail activity. Right, okay, and then we are getting the pending intent. Right, okay, so we're pretty much done. this code is enough to help the user to send an SMS, but since all of this code is really all about sending an SMS, shall we put it in a method on its own right? So let's write it. So select it, right click, refactor, extract method, then you just call it send SMS. Okay, notice that it will return a pending intent. Very good. It has indeed returned this SMS pending intent, and that's exactly what we have in here. And here's the newly created method for us. Right, okay, so let's test our code, shall we? Okay, right, here we are. So let's go to Al-Mirani Fort, for example. Let's click on that, and let's buy 2 tickets in here, and let's book this ticket. Here's a sound for notification. Let's check it. Okay, and yahoo, look at that. Now we can click on this thing, send confirmation SMS. Okay, so what happens if I click it? Let's find out. Let's click on it, and here we are. We are taken to the SMS application. We can actually send this SMS right now, and as you can see, I've sent it before. It's right there. Brilliant. And by the way, we can still remove this notification using swiping. Okay, this is because we still have the set auto cancel method set to true. Right, and finally, let's get out there and let's make coding great once again. Thank you and happy coding.
صحوة لم تنم فعد علينا يمينا أطعنا نموت ونفنى ويحيى العلم